Hey YouTube, Beardmaster180 here with my DVD new releases review for the week of March 15th, 2011. So we'll start off with Hereafter. Hereafter follows three storylines. One involves a French reporter who has a near-death experience and is trying to come to terms with what she saw. The second story arc follows Matt Damon's character, who has the ability to connect with the dead and is trying to put that behind him and just try and live a normal life. And the final arc follows a young British boy who's dealing with the sudden death of his brother. Now, Hereafter is directed by the legend himself, Clint Eastwood, which is the reason why I saw this. Eastwood is phenomenal, either in front of or behind the camera, even both. Here, it's just behind, and he does a fantastic job directing this. As for acting, everybody gives extremely believable and powerful performances. Unfortunately, the directing and the acting are the only two things that I really enjoyed. Everything else falls flat in my opinion. For starters, the story is all over the place, and it's very hard to grasp at sometimes. Not the premise of the afterlife or anything like that, it's just that there's three separate plot threads that need keeping track of. Personally, I think the movie should have just been about one of the three plots. It would have been much easier to follow. And shorter too. And that would have helped because this movie is about 20 minutes too long. And what disappoints me about it being so long is you take all this time to build up story and such, and then the movie just ends. Weird. Last week I see a movie that didn't know when to end, and this week I see a movie that just ends. So, in the end, Hereafter, while a very powerful and emotional movie with great acting and directing, overall it's still all over the place and very slowly paced. I give Hereafter a 6 out of 10. Next up is The Fighter. The Fighter is based on the true story of boxer Mickey Ward, who grew up in Lowell, Massachusetts with his older brother Dickie. Dickie used to be a boxer, but he's past his prime and now he's become a crack addict. And the story basically chronicles Mickey's rise to glory while also dealing with his demanding mother and dysfunctional family in general. Now at first I figured, oh, this will be your typical true story sports movie we've seen countless times before. Thankfully, The Fighter is so much more than that. In fact, the story itself isn't much about boxing, it's just about how Mickey was able to become his own person and the hardships he faced to do that. And what helps the movie achieve that is the amazing performances. I am a huge fan of Mark Wahlberg, even some of his bad movies. And this is the best I have ever seen him. And Christian Bale, he earned every award that he won for this role. Just an outstanding performance. And Amy Adams, wow. I mean, before this, anytime someone would mention the name Amy Adams, the only thing that could come into my mind was that princess from Enchanted. This role, completely opposite. In all honesty, I can't really say there's anything wrong with this movie. Sure, there's some minor pacing issues, but they're extremely minor and not enough to stop me from giving The Fighter a 10 out of 10. Simply the best sports type movie I have ever seen. So that's my review of Hereafter and The Fighter and the end of another DVD new releases review. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more. This is Beardmaster180 reminding you that this has been my own personal opinion. You are in control of yours. Thanks for watching.